We're above average.
So here's the deal with this. It's great. This is great news, but I'm going to be kind of the Grinch here for a second.
Because we're not done yet.
No,
right?
this doesn't mean that even if we end up the year with above average on our snowpack, doesn't mean the drought's over. We would need several seasons like this. But also, we got to hang on for the rest of the season. We got to keep getting these storms in here because April 1st is really where the big marker is when we talk about that snowpack. However, now I go back to being Mr. Happy-Go-Lucky, and it is good news, and we've got more snow headed our way. And even the storm system that really is not going to do much for us, this Christmas storm that we've been looking at and talking about, I just think it's going to be a big no-show for us. It'll be windy, may see a sprinkle here and there, but that's about it. Look at that beautiful shot as we say goodnight here to this Wednesday. Get ready for Christmas Eve. Let's get to it and take a look at what we have, and we'll talk more about what to expect for that storm. We're going to Burbank Airport. A lot of people coming and going. Coming up in the second half of the hour here, I'm going to show you what the delays look like at our biggest airports. And it's not pretty. There I am, going back to the Grinch again. I go back to Happy-Go-Lucky, I go back and forth. Winds are pulling back. We had some gusty winds today, but not quite as dangerous. We are still going to be seeing some gusty winds through the night. Christmas storm looking pretty weak, pretty dismal here. Looks like any kind of chance we get is going to be in the afternoon into the overnight hours. We also have that flooding risk from the high astronomical tides with heavy surf, and that's going to go all the way through Friday. It was 67 for a high, right in the pocket, right where we want to be for this time of year. Let me show you what's happening. We've got this northwest and westerly flow right now, and that's keeping us gusty for the high desert, for our mountain communities. That's still in place as we make our way into the overnight hours tonight and tomorrow. However, in the basin and in the valleys where we have a lack of wind and some clear skies, because those skies are going to start clearing out, some of that cloud cover is going to move out, we're going to see the temperature drop down. So your overnight lows tonight are going to be a little bit colder. We're going to see some 40s, maybe even some 30s for some valley cities. This next storm, that's your Christmas storm, that's the storm track. It's coming down. And what's happening is when we have this northwest flow, it's favorable for the central coast, up in northern California, the Sierra getting that snowpack. But for us, we just get left out of the party, and we'll see some gusty winds and just a sprinkle here and there. Waiting to start tapping into moisture down here. That would be our El Nino type storms. Still not quite getting that. We have this high pressure that's really plaguing us right now. Futurecast shows us the clearing that I'm talking about, and there's the system as it drops right through. Not a whole lot happening here as we make our way into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Gusty winds, heavy surf, and I put the question marks now on that Christmas rain because I think it's not going to be so great for us. And take a look. Well, it'd be great if you like the dry weather. From a weatherman's perspective, though, I like to see a little bit of rain. 61 on Christmas Day, 67, nice warmer weekend, and then we cool it off a little bit to start off the last week of 2015. Back to you guys.